अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, कैसे हैं? सब खैरियत से हैं? चैट सेक्शन खोल रहा हूँ, थोड़ी देर में रुक जाएं। या ठीक है, द चैट इज नाउ ओपन। अक्टूबर नवंबर 2019 का एक सवाल है। ये काफी बच्चों को ट्रबल कर रहा था। मैंने सोचा मैं करवा दूं। वाइम साहब, मेरी हालत मत देखें भाई। मेरी हालत आपके एग्जाम के बाद ही सही होनी है। अभी फिलहाल जब तक तुम लोग एग्जाम नहीं होता ना, मेरी तो बैंड बजा दी है तुम लोगों ने सबने मिलकर। पेज नंबर 28, वर्कबुक 2। वर्कबुक 2, पेज नंबर 28। यस, नवाज शरीफ का सेकंड टर्म तक आ रहा है। रिलेशन नहीं है, बाकी सब आ रहा है। अलाइफा, मुझसे मैसेज से पूछ लेना आफ्टर दी व्हाट डू यू से क्लास। ये भी हम कर लेंगे, लेकिन अभी जो मैंने ओपन करके रखा है वो ज्यादा ओपन है। क्योंकि मैं दो चीजें करवा रहा हूँ, एक जो कैम्ब्रिज के लिए बहुत ज्यादा आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। और कैम्ब्रिज के साथ साथ जो है ना, आपके अपकमिंग जो मॉक देना उसके लिए जो इम्पोर्टेंट है, ठीक है। मैंने हर जगह वो करवा दी है। नवाज शरीफ का सेकंड टर्म तो उसके अंदर परवेज मुशर्रफ कवर हो जाता है। नवाज शरीफ का सेकंड टर्म का जो डाउनफॉल है वही परवेज मुशर्रफ है, ठीक है। सुफियान मैं दे दूंगा। अली मतीन कल परसों लेते क्लास। बेटा गूगल ड्राइव पे रिकॉर्डिंग दे तो दी है मुन्ना। चले जी, चैट ओपन करने क्लोज करने का टाइम हुआ जाता है। सबसे पहले तो चीज ये है कि जो परवेज मुशर्रफ की बात करें, बेटा नवाज शरीफ का डाउनफॉल इज इक्वल टू परवेज मुशर्रफ का आना। परवेज मुशर्रफ आए ऐसे थे, परवेज मुशर्रफ ने कंट्री में लगा दिया था मकशबा। नंबर वन तो ये हो गया। दूसरी बात ये हो गई कि हम जो ये क्लासेस लेते हैं, उस क्लासेस के अंदर हम कैम्ब्रिज को फोकस करें। अब लकीली गुलशन जॉन नॉर्थ वालों का कल मॉक है, तो उनके लिए भी फोकस क्लास ही हो जाएगी। 5 से 10 तो नेवर एंडिंग है ना, इतने करवाने के बाद भी खत्म नहीं हो रहे। अल्लाह रहम करे। क्या कहते हैं उन बच्चों पे जिन्होंने पूरा साल पास से बड़ी नहीं किया। कुछ टीचर्स का मुझे पता चला है, दे हैवंट स्टडीड द पास्ट सिलेबस येट। चल, इग्नोर देम। हम अपने बच्चों का सोच लेते हैं, आप लोग का सोच लेते हैं। रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट करने दे मुझे। राइट, वर्कबुक 2, पास year book 2, पेज नंबर 28। तो इट्स पास year book 2 एंड पेज नंबर 28। और सवाल क्या है, हम जरा सवाल को देख लेते हैं। What Jinnah's 14 point the most important development to the Pakistan movement between 1929 and 1940। अब पाकिस्तान मूवमेंट का मतलब है हम आज़ादी की बात कर रहे हैं। अब हमें टाइमलाइन दी गई है 1929 से लेके 1940 तक। अब 1929 में जनास 14 पॉइंट आ गया। जनास 14 पॉइंट के साथ राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस आ जाती है। राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस के साथ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट आ जाता है। गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट के साथ साथ जो है अल्लाह भला करे इलेक्शंस आ जाते हैं, कांग्रेस रूल आ जाता है, एंड बहुत सारी चीज आती है। तो हमें इन सबको जो है ना वो डिस्कस करना होगा। किसके अंदर डिस्कस करना होगा? इस सवाल के अंदर डिस्कस करना होगा, ठीक है। तो हम जरा देखने की कोशिश करते हैं। आज हम अल्लाह रहीम एंड करीम शुरू हो जाते हैं। स्टिल वेटिंग फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स। चलें, लेट्स बिगिन। आज हम द पीरियड ऑफ द पीरियड ऑफ द पीरियड ऑफ 1929 and 1940 is considered is to be considered to be very important, very important in the development of Pakistan movement, in the development of the Pakistan movement. Full stop. Like there were many violence. There were many violence, and it was getting difficult to make the constitution as well, and it was getting very difficult for make the constitution as well. तो बहुत ज़्यादा difficult भी हो रहा था constitution बनाने में. It was getting very difficult to make the constitution as well. Full stop. After the failure of Nehru report and rejection of Jinnah's amendment Hindu Muslim cooperation yani unity Hindu Muslim cooperation had now come to an end full stop. Jinnah in response to this gave his 14 points. Jinnah in response gave his 14 points. Full stop. His 14 points were the basic principles for the protection of Muslim rights. Also, he also wanted to communicate his demands to the British. Full stop. He demanded separate electorates. Full stop. He also said Muslims provinces should be united. He also said that Muslim provinces should be united. Full stop. आगे चलते हैं. At this time, there were few important moments in the history. Full stop. In 1930, Dr. Allama Iqbal was asked to chair the meeting for the Muslims League in Allahabad. Full stop. In his presidential address, in his presidential address, he supported the theory of Sir Sayyid, full stop. He was the first leader. He was the first leader in doing so, full stop. He inspired many people, such as Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, full stop. He inspired many people, such as Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, full stop. In 1933, in 1933, Rahmat Ali wrote a pamphlet, Now or Never. Rahmat Ali wrote a pamphlet, Now or Never, full stop. He gave the name, he gave he gave the name to the country, Pakistan. He also explained the meaning, which was land of pure, which was land of pure, full stop. Paragraph change. After the failure of Roundtable Conference, after the failure of Roundtable Conference, the British gave their own solution known as communal award, known as communal award, full stop. It they also passed the Government of India Act 1935. They also passed the Government of India Act 1935, full stop. It proposed federal form of government. It proposed federal form of government, full stop. 11 provinces were registered. 11 provinces were registered, full stop. System of diarchy was stopped at provincial level. System of diarchy was stopped at provincial level, full stop. Provinces were given the autonomy. Provinces were given the autonomy, full stop. आगे चलते. However, it was important to the Pakistan movement. However, it was important to the Pakistan movement as it was in place at the partition and became one of the reason for Pakistan, and it became one of the reason for Pakistan. It was disappointing. Page 28, Sophia. It was disappointing. It was disappointing because Muslims were expecting more concessions. Because Muslims were expecting more concessions. Full stop. Muslims were expecting more concessions. Full stop. Muslims were expecting more concessions. Full stop. Next आ जाते हैं, यहां तक लिख ले सब प्लीज. लिख सकते हैं अयान, मैं नहीं लिख रहा, मेरे पास दूसरे कंटेंट आ रहे हैं, इसीलिए आई एम नॉट राइटिंग. शरिया अच्छा था बेटा, अभी हम फिलहाल पढ़ाई पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं. कर लेंगे वो भी, पहले यहां तक कॉपी कर ले प्लीज. चलें, देखिए आप लोग चैट पे ना स्पैम करेंगे ना तो मैं ना फोकस नहीं कर पाऊंगा. यस, आरटीसी की डिटेल लिख सकते हैं. आगे चलते हैं, मैं पेज टर्न कर रहा हूँ यार, और पेज है ही जगह नहीं, शिट, यहीं पे लिखना पड़ेगा. राइटिंग छोटी करें प्लीज. द लाहौर रेजोल्यूशन, the Lahore resolution was passed in 1940, full stop. It was led by Jinnah. It was led by Jinnah, full stop. The Hindu press started calling it as Pakistan resolution. The Hindu press started calling it as the Pakistan resolution, full stop. Finally, Muslim decided to go for separate homeland, full stop. मेरे पास जगह नहीं है, आई एम श्योर आपके पास भी नहीं होगी, तो मैं जरा पेज ऐड कर रहा हूं. सही है. फाइनली मुस्लिम डिसाइडेड टू गो फॉर सेपरेट होमलैंड. आगे चलते हैं. नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर किसी ने मॉक का सवाल किया तो आई एम गोइंग टू रिमूव यू फ्रॉम द क्लास, चाहे वो लड़का हो लड़की हो. वी आर डूइंग पासिवस, फोकस ऑन दैट. लेकिन द पाकिस्तान रेजोल्यूशन, the Pakistan resolution is considered to be the most important development in the history of Pakistan movement, as it sowed the seed of independence. Full stop. मैं कर दूंगा पेज पीछे, पहले आप इतना लिख लें, कंक्लूजन लिख लें, फिर मैं पेज टर्न कर रहा हूं. First, write down till here. ये लें पीछे का भी ले। जल्दी करें, मैं एक आध दो और सवाल। यस वी कैन राइट शहीर कांग्रेस चाइनी। ये सिलेक्शन भी लिख सकते हैं। मैं आयशा में दे दूंगा बेटा, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग फ्री। आयशा में भी कर लेंगे, डोंट वरी। कम ऑन डू इट भाई, हम सारे पास से बस करेंगे ना यार, क्यों टेंशन है। कर तो रहे, कहाँ रुके। मुझे टेल मी वन थिंग, एक दिन आराम लेता हूं मैं। यस लिख सकते हैं फिजा। चलें आगे चलते हैं। यहाँ पे आ जाए पेज नंबर 32। पेज नंबर 32। अच्छा, ये नेहरू रिपोर्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। हमने शायद कर भी लिया होगा, शायद कुछ जगहों पे नहीं किया होगा, क्योंकि पास से बार हमारे स्ट्रीमलाइन नहीं होते हैं। नेहरू रिपोर्ट आपकी कैम्ब्रिज एग्जामिनेशन के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो इसका मतलब है मॉक के लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है। नेहरू रिपोर्ट के ऊपर एक ही सवाल है, एक्सप्लेन व्हाई ऑल इंडिया कॉन्फ्रेंस रिजेक्टेड द नेहरू रिपोर्ट। तो भाई ऑल इंडिया कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है उसने क्यों रिजेक्ट किया है नेहरू रिपोर्ट को, एक्सप्लेन व्हाई ऑल इंडिया कॉन्फ्रेंस रिजेक्टेड दी नेहरू रिपोर्ट। तो आज है भाई, ऑल इंडिया कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है ना उसने नेहरू रिपोर्ट को क्यों रिजेक्ट किया है। शुरू हो जाते हैं प्लीज। पेपर लिखा हुआ है, आंसर लिखा हुआ है पेज नंबर 32। पेज नंबर 32। पेज 32 पे आ जाए प्लीज। तो नेहरू रिपोर्ट को इंट्रोड्यूस किया था 1928 में, और इसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया था पंडित मोतीलाल नेहरू ने। लेके अपने पास नेहरू रिपोर्ट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस इन 1928। Nehru report was introduced in 1928, full stop. लेकिन it was introduced by Pandit Motilal Nehru. It was introduced by Pandit Motilal Nehru. It was introduced by Pandit Motilal Nehru. इसको रिजेक्ट किया गया था because of many reasons. लेकिन it was rejected due to many reasons. It was rejected due to many reasons. It was rejected due to many reasons. Full stop. लेकिन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पैराग्राफ चेंज कर दें। मेजॉरिटी ऑफ मुस्लिम डिमांड्स वर रिजेक्टेड। First of all, majority of Muslim demands were rejected. First of all, majority of Muslim demands were rejected. Full stop. लेकिन Muslims were not given separate electorates. Muslims were not given separate electorates. Muslims were not given separate electorates. Full stop. They were not given 1/3 seats. They were not given 1/3 seats. They were not given 1/3 seats. Full stop. They were not given 1/3 seats. Full stop. आगे चलते हैं. Since majority of the Muslim demands were rejected, since majority of Muslim demands were rejected, since majority of Muslim demands were rejected, so Jinnah was not in favor of. So Jinnah was not in favor of the Nehru report. So Jinnah was not in favor of the Nehru report. So Jinnah was not in favor of the Nehru report. That is why he rejected it. That is why he rejected it. That is why he rejected it. Full stop. That is why he rejected it. Full stop. That is why he rejected it. Full stop. Secondly, on that occasion, Jinnah gave his 3 amendments. Secondly, on that occasion, Jinnah gave his 3 amendments. Secondly, on that occasion, Jinnah gave his 3 amendments. Secondly, on that occasion, Jinnah gave his 3 amendments. Full stop. 1/3 seats for Muslims. 1/3 seats from Muslims. 1/3 seats for Muslims, comma, federal form of the government. Federal form of the government. And in Punjab and Bengal, Muslims will be given seats according to the population. In Punjab and Bengal, Muslims will be given seats according to the population. नेहरू ने जिन्ना के अमेंडमेंट्स को रिजेक्ट कर दिया था, लेकिन नेहरू रिजेक्टेड these amendments of Jinnah. Nehru rejected these amendments of Jinnah. Nehru rejected these amendments of Jinnah. So Jinnah rejected the demand of Nehru report. So Jinnah rejected the demand of the Nehru report. So Jinnah rejected the demand of the Nehru report. Full stop. Like, thirdly, there were 9 members in the report. Thirdly, there were 9 members in the report. 7 were Hindus. 7 were Hindus. And 2 were Muslims. 7 were Hindus and 2 were Muslims. Full stop. Muslims were in less quantity. Like, Muslims were in less quantity. So they had no powers. Muslims were in less quantity. So they had no powers, which is why Nehru report was rejected. Which is why Nehru report was rejected. Which is why Nehru report was rejected. It is very important. This topic is very important for your Cambridge examination. तो इस topic को रट्टा मार लेना, ignore मत करना. Next आ जाते हैं ये भी पेज नंबर 36 भी देख लो, कुछ जगहों पे किया होगा, कुछ जगहों पे नहीं किया होगा, तो जिन्होंने कर लिया रिकॉल कर लें। गुलशन जॉन नॉर्थ वालों के लिए तो फायदा ही है, जिन्होंने नहीं किया वो भी कर लें। Why there were 3 राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस between 1930 and 1932? 3 राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस क्यों थी 1930 से लेके 1932 में? तो 3 राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस इसलिए हुई थी क्योंकि सैमन कमीशन फेल हो गया, नेहरू रिपोर्ट फेल हो गया, जिना के 14 पॉइंट्स फेल हो गए, इसीलिए पहली राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई। पहली राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस फेल हुई तो इसीलिए सेकंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई। सेकंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस फेल हुई तो इसीलिए थर्ड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई। आए आंसर लिख लेते हैं। लेकिन 1927 in 1927 in 1927 Simon Commission took place. In 1927 Simon Commission took place. In 1927 Simon Commission took place. Full stop. लेकिन unfortunately Simon Commission failed. Unfortunately Simon Commission failed. Unfortunately Simon Commission failed as there were no Indians, as there were no Indians. Full stop. Due to that in 1928 Nehru report was introduced. Due to that in 1928 Nehru report was introduced. Due to that in 1928 Nehru report was introduced. Full stop. Like, but in this report, majority of Muslim demands were rejected. But in this report, majority of Muslim demands were rejected. Majority of Muslim demands were rejected. So Jinnah gave his 14 points. So Jinnah gave his 14 points, which were also rejected. Which were also rejected. Full stop. So in order to solve the constitutional problems of India, the first RTC took place. Like in order to solve the constitutional problem of India, the first roundtable conference took place. In order to solve the constitutional problems of India, in order to solve the constitutional problems of India, the first RTC took place. The first RTC took place. Full stop. Like in the first RTC, Gandhi was not available. In the first RTC, Gandhi was not available. In the first RTC, Gandhi was not available. Full stop. In the first RTC, Gandhi was not available. Full stop. Like since Congress was the largest party of India, since Congress was the largest party of India, since Congress was the largest party of India, and it was not available, so it was difficult to make or take any decision. So it was difficult to make or to take any decision. As a result of this, the first RTC failed and the second RTC took place. As a result of this, the first RTC failed and the second RTC took place. As a result of this, the first RTC failed and the second RTC took place. सेकेंड आरटीसी में गांधी आया था बहुत ही ज्यादा रिजिड और स्टबन एटीट्यूड के साथ. गांधी आया था बहुत ही ज्यादा रिजिड और स्टबन एटीट्यूड के साथ. गांधी ने मना कर दिया था कि वो माइनॉरिटीज के राइट्स को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा. लिखिए अपने पास इन द सेकेंड आरटीसी. In the second RTC, Gandhi came with a very rigid and stubborn attitude. Gandhi came with a very rigid and stubborn attitude. Full stop. Again, he refused to accept the rights of minorities. He refused to accept the rights of minorities. He refused to accept the rights of minorities. Full stop. गांधी ने कहा वो रिप्रेजेंट करता है पूरे इंडिया को. लेकिन गांधी said that he represents whole India. Gandhi said that he represents whole India. Full stop. लेकिन whereas Jinnah said that he represents Muslims. Whereas Jinnah said that he represents Muslims. Whereas Jinnah said that he represents Muslims. Full stop. Due to this conflict, the second RTC took place. Due to this conflict, the second RTC got failed. The second RTC got failed, and the third roundtable conference took place. 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 Full stop. And the third roundtable conference took place. Full stop. Roundtable conference is also important. इसके 14 मार्क आंसर मुझे लिखवाना है. ये मैं 14 मार्क आंसर लिखाऊंगा. पेज नंबर 38 पे आ जाएं. Come on, everyone. Page number 38. Why was the second roundtable conference unsuccessful? Page number 38 पे आ जाएं. Come on, hurry up. जून 2017 क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B पेज 38. Come on, hurry up. जल्दी से आ जाएं. Why was the second roundtable conference unsuccessful? तो सेकेंड आरटीसी जो है वो अनसक्सेसफुल क्यों हुई थी? ये मैंने कहीं भी नहीं करवाया. दिस क्वेश्चन इज नॉट डन इन एनी ऑफ द क्लास. ये किसी भी क्लास में हमने क्या है नहीं किया. ठीक है, आज प्लीज. सेकेंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है वो क्यों अनसक्सेसफुल हुई थी? लिखिए अपने पास. आफ्टर द फेलियर ऑफ first RTC, the second RTC took place. The second RTC took place in 1931. The second RTC took place in 1931. Full stop. Like in the end, the second RTC failed. In the end, the second RTC failed and proved to be unsuccessful. Full stop. There were various reasons for the failure. There were various reasons for the failure of the second RTC. Full stop. Like the attitude of Gandhi was one of the reasons. Full stop. Congress had not attended the first RTC as they were busy in doing protest, as they were busy in doing protest, Lord Irwin requested Gandhi to attend Lord Irwin requested Gandhi to attend the second RTC, full stop. Gandhi came with a very rigid and stubborn attitude. Gandhi came with a very rigid and stubborn attitude. Gandhi came with a very rigid and stubborn attitude, full stop. He felt superior. He felt superior and did not wanted to hear anything except for the acceptance of Nehru report. Due to that, second RTC failed. Due to that, the second RTC failed. Due to that, the second RTC failed. Full stop. Due to that, the second RTC failed. Full stop. आगे चलें. The second RTC failed because Gandhi refused to accept the rights of minorities. Gandhi refused to accept the rights of minorities and the rights of Muslims and the rights of Muslims. He rejected the idea of separate electorates. He rejected the idea of separate electorates, full stop. This was opposed by Muslims as well as minorities. As well as minorities. लिखे अपने पास lastly Jinnah stated in the second RTC that he was the leader for Muslims and was supporting Muslims, while Gandhi was the leader for Hindus and was supporting Hindus. Full stop. This idea of Jinnah was rejected. This idea of Jinnah was rejected by Gandhi, who said that he represents whole India. As a result of this conflict, the second RTC failed. As a result of this conflict, the second RTC failed. Phew. Copy कर ले please. बहुत सारे बच्चों की सलामत की क्लास है भी, सर उमर शेख की हमारे साथ वो पार्टनर है, तो उनका हमें ख्याल रखना पड़ता है। तो अभी हम यहीं तक क्लास रखेंगे, हम फिर कल फिर लौटेंगे, कल फिर हम क्लास रख लेंगे, कोई मसले की बात नहीं। ईद के दिनों में आप बोर होंगे तो ईद के दिनों में भी क्लास रख लेंगे, पेपर्स के लिए तो पढ़ना ही है। चले, बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर दी मॉक्स, दोज हु आर